What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cyndi Lauper, and we're going back to Sisters of Avalon, 1996. Once again, big shout out to Seb, as well as to the people who commented on the first track, and indeed there were some different opinions on what this album represents for Cyndi, and it seemed like there were a number of people were saying it was a natural progression and a nice evolution. There were a couple others who were saying that like maybe by this time she'd gotten away from what she did really well. But either way, I enjoy variety. I've been loving the Cyndi deep dive, so I'm here for all of it. But either way, keen to hear how this album plays out. The next tune is called The Ballad of Cleo and Joe. So I don't know if this references someone or like two people in real life. If it does, I'm not aware who they are. Even if it's like a like a fictional reference, or some a pair from a novel or something. I'm not familiar with it, so I'll try to pick up what I can, but I'm not working from a place of knowledge to begin with, so let's hear it. This is The Ballad of Cleo and Joe. In fact, it doesn't start with the word "the," it's just Ballad of Cleo and Joe by Cyndi Lauper from her 1996 album Sisters of Avalon. Sort of an Eastern feel to that riff. Holy smokes. I don't know, is that an accordion? What is that?
Every morning the clock kicks off the beat. Little Joe struggles just to get up on his feet. Waits in his platform for the right train to come. Sipping his coffee, another day has begun.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Didn't see this section of the interlude coming. This is fantastic. Looking like her dream. Okay.
Every night the DJ kicks off the beat. Little Cleo's jumping just to get up on her feet. Waiting on platforms for the right time to come. Sipping a cocktail, another night has begun. Oh, oh,
Okay, so to begin to unpack the experience I just had, like, number one, sonically, brilliant, varied, and unexpected. Like, for one, there was that synth-based driving dance floor beat that sort of sounded like 80s Depeche Mode or Pet Shop Boys, but invigorated with 90s style production. The track overall had kind of like a Eurythmics during, what was the Be Yourself Tonight? It was like a real soul sort of feeling album. Electronic, synth pop certainly, but with soul and like bluesy feelings or, sonic atmosphere as the album played out. And this felt sort of like that, but again, a bit even more modern because again, this is a decade after that. So, really enjoyed it. There was a bit of a tribal feel with whatever that instrument was, which it reminds me, I have an acid track on the label, what is it, Circles, I believe. Nevertheless, it features like that same instrument, so I don't know if it's an accordion or if it's some like, more regional instrument perhaps, but yeah, I enjoy the tribal feel of that. Some of those long vocal extensions, they had kind of a tribal, almost Eastern feel, so really well blended tune, powerful and dynamic, soulful and bluesy, all manner of quality. Lyrically, I like, my best guess is that it's the same person and that it's a guy who like looks in the mirror and he wants to dance and he wants to like transform, and perhaps he is also Cleo. I'm not sure. That's again my best guess. I would like, the sonics were so distracting on this one that I was like trying to follow it, and I remember there was a point where I was like, okay, so wait, so like looking in the mirror, seeing the dream of what you want to be, and like that felt like the biggest clue that I was able to pick up, while again being astonished by the sonics the whole way through, vocals included. So again, big shout out to Cyndi. I'm loving not only this album at the very start, but just learning way more about her than I knew, which was again a handful of tunes that I think for many people remain, all-time classics. But so much more on offer than I ever realized. So again, it's just a cool thing to do these deep dives and to have people share music that definitely, should be heard, even if when it was coming out at the time, I was into other things. Again, 96, I'm going to rave parties, very early days for that, but had begun going and going to punk rock shows, and there was just so much going on that you can't follow everything, but it is cool to go back and find out what artists I was familiar with at the time were doing. So once again, big shout out to Seb and to all the folks following the Cyndi Deep Dive. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.